Oh, gosh. All right, here we are. I'm here with my good friend Blue. Blue, can you hear me? Blue, can you hear me?
Connie, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're a little raspy. Talk to me, baby.
I think it's those damn socialists again, Connie.
Dude, how is it that every time we get on stream, the socialists prevail?
We got to do something to fight them off, Connie. I don't know what we got to do. We got to figure it out.
I can't believe I can't have you here. We're here live on the titch, like my grandson calls it. And we're just putting it out on all the socials. We're doing the titch. We're doing the titular titch. Where is my god damn it? How's everybody doing this evening? I'm having a horrible evening. Janet Mills dropped out of the main Senate race. I got my goddamn setups all screwed up because I threw all my things in disgust. And there's nobody watching me. How we looking now? God damn it. I don't give a shit. If there's one person watching me in the entire world, I will be there for him. If there is no one watching me in the entire world, I will be there for him. That's the kind of man I am. I am Constance Connie, the Democrat consultant, and I'm here to deliver the hard-hitting news. And if you're wondering why my lighting is so fucking bad, it's because right now my the love of my life, Janet Mills, is gone.
The light of your life, you might say, is going there, Connie. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I forgive me too. I it's fine. I'll never forgive Graham Plattner for any of this. He's gone. He's never working in this town again. So yeah, let's get to the news. Let me go live here on I'm gonna stop going live on Instagram because for some reason it's ass.
I'm more of a Facebook guy myself, Connie, personally. I love the memes. I love the minions.
Blue, you're a little raspy there, my friend.
Yeah, you're a little raspy on my end, too. Give me 1 second, Connie. Let me see if I can figure it out.
All right. Sorry to hear that, my friend. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. We are reading the news. Mills Mafia. RIP to Janet Mills, the GOAT. If you are just joining us here, we are going live. This is Democrat consultant Connie here with you. I am reading the news. We're discussing Janet Mills. If you want to be in on the action, be sure to follow us. Link is in the bio. We're discussing the news right now. Thank you to everybody who's been kind enough to join us. Blue is on with us on Twitch. Be sure to take a look at that. Let me see here. Where's my son of a gun? I don't know. Blue, I don't know. It's one of those days, you know what I mean? Just one of those days when the things are not coming together like they used to. They used to come together all the time, just like my first marriage. It was fantastic. Sheila, she used to love me for my body. Can you believe it? And my full head of hair. I started working on campaigns and I lost, and then Blue's gone, just like my ex-wife. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Janet Mills drops out of the race, and this is what I get for it. My number 2, my co-host, the socialists have completely sabotaged him. They have sabotaged him. Everybody's gone. Everybody's leaving me. My wife is gone again. If you're in the chat, you better say something quick, because I'm in a pretty dark spot right now. My co-host is gone. Is there anybody in this chat on Instagram? You need to revoke no-fault divorce. Thank God. Himbo, Jesus, thank you. Jesus, I'm going to revoke. Oh, you have no idea what I'm going to revoke. I'm going to revoke so many things because somebody said something in the chat. Instagram. What are you doing, Instagram? What are you doing? Getting smart with me? Not saying anything. Welcome to the stream, Dare You 31 and Himbo Slice. Is there anything that you'd like to watch this evening that you'd like to discuss? No fault divorce. I came up with that. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, here we go. Protest sign against Hassan Piker was spotted in downtown Atlanta. He's being referred to as the new leader of the Democratic Party. Not on my watch, buddy. Not on my watch, Mr. Piker. We'll see what it says here. That's a great sign. So, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, Janet Mills dropped out of the Senate race, which means that me and my dear friend Chuckles Schumer, that's Chuck to all you plebs out there, he's in tears right now. He's depressed. Hang on, I made a slushie here and it's not mixing right. If you ever need a cocktail stirrer, use your glasses. It's what you do late at night at DNC headquarters when you're trying to bury the autopsy. You don't want anybody to see what's going on, so you just kind of you hide a little bit. Let's see if we can get Blue back in here. Blue, are you in here? Damn socialists like Hassan are going to Cuba to deliver much needed goods. Blue, are you in here? Can you hear me?
Connie, I'm back. Connie, you wouldn't believe it. I went to Cuba and I defeated the socialists. I did it.
Oh, my God.
I did it.
Oh, my God. And we got 4 viewers. Holy shit. This is our personal best.
Wow.
Instagram is for plebs, dude. 5 viewers right now. This is our new record. Welcome to Democrat Consultant, baby.
Now, Connie, I heard that you shouted out a Dare You 231. Let me tell you something, Connie. That is a secret Marxist, my personal enemy, and a very good R&B singer, if I must add, Connie. I hate to tell the truth, but I gotta tell it sometimes.
Oh, Himbo Slice. Oh, Blue. We might have the opportunity to interview Tom Steyer.
Oh, okay. Let's do it. Let's
Billionaire class trader. Tomorrow we're interviewing Oliver Larkin. Well, hey, Dare You 231. I hate Che Guevara and I'm tone deaf. If you hate Che Guevara, you'll hate Abdul El Sayed. He's like Che Guevara, except none of the radical policies.
Yeah.
He's hot.
And he's too hot. Honestly, Connie.
You can't run Oppo on a guy who's got popular policies, but none of the extremism.
No. Now, Connie, we could make up some extremism. I like that.
I like it too. I mean, we got started at a Dungeons and Dragons tournament in Newt Gingrich's basement. You remember that?
Oh yeah, those are the good old days. Listen, let me tell you something. President Newt Gingrich. Now that's a liberal dream.
I like the sound of that, man. I like the sound of anybody. I like the sound of anybody who is. I'm starting to get Blue. I'm starting to lose my transatlantic accent, which is what happens late at night. I go back
Yeah.
to plumber, which, I've been in DC talking like this my entire life. But then
Now,
when I get drunk or start talking on the Twitch or any of the stuff that really brings up my emotions, that's when the son of a blue collar Pittsburgh man comes out. Sorry, Blue, after you. My mistake.
No, I was going to say, honestly, that's just too blue collar for my taste, honestly, Connie. So if you could just, fucking stop it, that'd be great, actually. All right, let's drink a little bit of some of that Cambodian breast milk. All right, we're going to get you up there, buddy. Don't you worry about it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Blue. I don't want to sound like Don Vito from Viva La Bam. I want to sound like a New York Times reporter because that's what I am. I'm better than you. If you're watching this and you're happy that Graham Plattner is now going to be the presumptive candidate for Democratic Senate in Maine, you are an idiot. That's all you are.
Traitor.
Really.
A traitor, even.
Oh, great. Let's I wanna see what my dear friend I want to start out by checking in on my good friend Chuck. I called him earlier today.
Did he pick up?
He was in tears.
Ugh. You hate to see one of our greats crying,
Yeah, it's really not. Oh, here we go. Prices skyrocketing to the highest levels in years, and POTUS can think about is funding his gold-plated ballroom with your tax dollars. A cruel person who couldn't care less about the damage he's doing. I really appreciate Chuck coming out in front of this issue because when he was behind the scenes pushing for the war in Iran, he's a sneaky guy. I really love that about him.
Sneaky Chuck. That's what they call him. Chucky Cheese is what I call him.
They call him Sneaky Chuck. Let's see what we got on the YouTube because I think there is an interview that here we go. This is what I was looking for. I knew it. I knew there was something.
Two traitors. No, thank you. Jon Stewart, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't like Jon Stewart either. You'd think as soon as he started insulting us about how we treated the 9/11 firefighters by not giving them benefits. That was
my question is, what do they need benefits for? The benefit was that they got to serve this country.
Yeah, well, that's exactly.
Oh, I'm very concerned.
Oh, here we go. That's exactly my point. That's exactly the benefits that veterans get too. We do need the ballroom. I do think I agree with the president. We need the ballroom.
Because when we get in power, Connie, we're going to have that ballroom. Imagine how many billionaires we can fit in that ballroom.
We can fit so many billionaires. It's so hard to find a place to bring a date in Washington, D.C. When you have 8 ex-wives, 4 of whom work in the hospitality industry, 3 of whom work in the hotel concierge business, and 1 of whom is the biggest wedding planner in the DMV.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Well, what I loved about that wife of yours is that she planned your other weddings. Very sweet woman, honestly.
I literally had to work on a campaign in Croatia just to pay for her wedding planning fees. I called the guy for 5 hours, and he asked me, do you think it's appropriate to stir up populist sentiment with our rivals in the Balkans in order to win votes? And I said, honestly, I am not an international criminal court, but I do not judge those who violate international court orders because, look at Bibi. We're not going to hold him to, right?
Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to hold Bibi like a baby, like my sweet little baby, and say,
here's
$10 million. Here's $10 billion. There you go, Bibi.
Yeah, Bibi. I love Bibi. Here, actually, I have the Illinois Coalition for Human Rights today had a hearing for repealing anti-boycott, divest, and sanction legislation, which makes it illegal to boycott Bibi. And they wanted to make it legal to boycott Bibi because he may or may not have violated human rights of and committed a what our enemies have characterized as
yes.
we ignore the G word. That has been our modus operandi since the Democratic National Convention, and there were zero consequences for that because the autopsy doesn't exist.
No, well, and let me tell you something. It was fun burning that up. All right, I really got a chance to get a nice smoky fire from that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did too. I mean, I thought we were going to see Jimmy Hoffa's body where I left it, but
early green flag.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what this Maoist piece of shit has to say.
Ugh, hate it.
Gunner and things like that. Give him a lot more legitimacy, a lot more credibility to speak on issues such as war. Many of you said his anti-war sentiments are not to your liking because many of you refuse to grade politicians on a curve, and that's obvious.
I miss when leftists used to be purists.
Oh, me too. Me too. We were able to conquer and divide them so easily back then, Connie. It was great.
It was so much easier when anybody who was like even just like more liberal than we liked, we could just tell them, hey, you should just excommunicate this person from the party and we can keep drifting to the right. But now, the chairman of the Communist Party of California, Mr. Hassan Piker, is teaching them. He's teaching the velociraptors how to open the doors.
And the problem is, he doesn't understand how dangerous that is. Imagine, I just, Connie, I don't want to ruffle your feathers, but imagine a grandmother having healthcare. I mean, my God.
No, it's disgusting.
Imagine them living long enough to like take advantage of Social Security.
No, I think it's ridiculous. The only grandmothers who deserve health care are the ones that are working their asses off in the Senate on behalf of United Healthcare. Dianne Feinstein, she deserved managed care. Let's salute Dianne Feinstein.
Absolutely.
Let's salute Janet Mills, who would have made one hell of a she was ready to come to the retirement community that is the U.S. Senate and receive the long-term care she would not receive on Medicare. Salute. Mills Mafia.
Yeah. In our hearts forever, honestly.
And honestly, I still think that she can run for president in 2028, and then she'll be in office forever. I don't think Janet's gonna go quietly into that good night.
Absolutely. Maybe we can get her on Supreme Court or something. I mean, she's earned it. She's earned a lifetime position somewhere.
Oh, I still want to get her. I want to get Merrick Garland on the Supreme Court because if we get anything that takes we need somebody with good judgment. And Merrick Garland, I like the way he marinated on the coup. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what the American people want, and I don't want to upset anybody, which is fair. That is Clintonian democracy at work. Yeah.
Well, you said my favorite word, Clinton. All right. Oof.
Oh,
listen.
Oof.
Hillary.
I love Bill Clinton. God, that guy was the best president. I mean, Hillary Clinton. This is what you don't know. This is what you don't know. This is for the people out there that think they know about politics. Hillary Clinton. Let me just pull up a picture because I love her. God, let me just see this firework. She was on a healthcare task force in her husband's first term.
Yep.
And people were arguing, radicals were arguing for a single payer system like Medicare for all. And then she invited some friends from the health insurance lobby.
Good, close friends, known them for years.
They talked some sense into her. And thank God, mashallah, God willed it. We do not have single payer healthcare because Hillary Clinton listened to my clients. They weren't my clients at the time because Citizens United didn't happen yet.
Not yet.
Dude, I love this. I mean, this is the kind of shit. Terrible damage to children is being done in our name. Now, you give her a $25 million speaking fee, and she will be the first to say that TikTok needs to go.
Get out of here.
She will ignore an entire population of people and their children
Yeah,
if you give her the
absolutely.
speaker's fee, which is
100%.
and that's what I mean. That's what capitalism is all about.
It is, Connie. And you know, honestly, I think the most powerful part about Hillary Clinton is that, like, yeah, do we pay her millions and upon millions of dollars to be a mouthpiece for our agenda? Absolutely. But you know what? She does it for the love of the game. I did not have to give her any money for her to call black teenagers super predators. That was a Hillary original. All right. I
Wow,
was proud. I
I thought that.
cried that day.
Wow, yeah, you're right. The privatized prison industry was not in the game at the time.
Mm-mm.
She just
Nope.
went pure instinct on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
Killer instinct. Hiller instinct, if you think about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you did there. This is why we make the big bucks, Blue.
Mhm,
God
mhm.
damn it. I'm glad your fucking internet isn't being taken over by the goddamn socialists.
We stopped them. We stopped them, Connie.
We need more privatized utilities so you can afford internet and
Mhm.
afford internet. And
Yep.
none of these punk ass kids that spend all their money on avocado toast have internet.
You know, the avocado is ridiculous. Butter, meat, a little butter, a little salt. That's all you need. All right. Give the masses a little butter, a little salt, and maybe a slice of bread. Maybe if you've worked hard enough.
Oh, look at this. Look at this hit. Oh, I
Wow.
got it. Blue, there's just too much. There is a lot of bad news out there.
Sure.
Here we
Sure.
go. Let's get some let's go back into the battlefield. This is tough. Oh, she went after President Trump. Oh gosh, Blue. I'm this is horrible. I'm really trying to find a video of her, but she took our advice. She did stay off camera.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I was pretty impressed by that. Oh, here we go. Oh, I almost forgot. Here we go.
Mhm,
Schumer
mhm.
and Hakeem Jeffrey, would you get rid of or vote for someone other than Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries to be leading? Because right now, they're not leading a winner.
Oh, sit down, man.
So when I filed to run for this office, and I announced back in April, the first question I got from Politico was, would you vote for Chuck Schumer for leader? I'm the only candidate in this race who said no.
Let's just be no, Blue. It's fine. It's fine. I talked to Chuck.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
just give you the strategy here. Okay.
All right. You're not protective of my baby boy.
I'm protective of our baby boy too. And here's the thing. Unlike Nancy Pelosi, he always tells people to compliment him during interviews. Chuck Schumer.
Mhm.
He always says,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
hear
of course.
good things about me because I'll do good things for you.
Yep.
The good
Yep.
thing about Chuck Schumer is he only watches C-SPAN specifically when he's speaking on the floor. He watches it on his phone, on his pocket. It's the only app I installed for him.
Good.
I told him that Mallory, I told his team to make a social media report every day. He doesn't look at the social media. They
Okay.
read a report. And I told his team, keep the negatives out. So it's a short report, but it doesn't hurt Chuck's feelings, which is the most important thing. So when Mallory got the call from Schumer that said, hey, we're throwing our weight behind you because Haley Stevens has the charisma of an Xbox 360.
Yeah.
McMorrow is an opportunistic psychopath who said, I'm going to do whatever I can to be more like Abdul El Sayed for a little while.
Okay. All right. I was afraid, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, Connie. You're playing 4D chess, and sometimes you got to bring it down to a 2D chess because honestly, you can't tell who's on our payroll anymore. You know what I mean? Everyone, every single neoliberal is talking about healthcare. So I'm glad you clarified that for me because I thought I was gonna have to make some other calls. You know what I mean?
No. It's good, man. No, listen, you were there. I mean, this was partially your idea. You said this is like a shell game. All we gotta do, all we gotta do is take the centrists and we just put a little wrapper on it, just a little progressive wrapper, and that's what we did with McMorrow. I mean, listen, here's the thing, right? she's like this progressive darling for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, we're sending in our cleaning crew, and they delete 2,000 tweets this week. And you know what those tweets said, Blue?
What do they say?
You haven't heard of this? Seriously?
No, the hard thing about it, Connie, is that I have been running so many of these shell games with nondescript white women that honestly I mix them up. I mix them up, Connie. I mix them
Now,
up.
are you talking about your personal life, or are you talking about
Connie? I never kiss and tell. Except the New York Times.
Girl boss too close to the sun on me, bud. Here's what I'm referring to. It's the New York Post. Michigan Dem Senate candidate Mallory McMorrow purges X account. She didn't purge him. We hired an unpaid intern, 500 bumper stickers. We gave her 500 McMorrow bumper stickers for Congress. Said, keep them. One day you'll sell them on eBay.
Yep.
And they deleted her entire post. But all of her posts were fantastic posts. I mean, if you live in DC, they were hilarious.
Yep.
I mean, it was like included jabs at the purple state she is now running to represent, and it's snowing. Screw you, Michigan, NYC to LA. Wow. 2014. There are days like these that make me miss California even more. McMorrow groused on Jan 5, 2016. She also removed a bizarre post where she mused about middle America breaking away from the country weeks before Trump's swearing in. I had a dream that the U.S. amicably broke off into the ring, coast plus Canada plus Mexico plus parts of Michigan and Texas and middle America, wrote in the since deleted tweet.
Wow.
Now, she was young at the time. She was in her 20s. She might have actually believed in things at that time. Yeah. The most important thing now is she realizes that the easiest way to get to where she wants is through us. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. The path of least resistance and the best paid path, honestly, Connie. Except unless you have 8 ex-wives like you. Sorry.
It's fine, man. I mean, the alimony is my penance for all the great work I've done. Destroying candidates that stand in the way of establishment darlings like Mallory McMorrow. We've downplayed the importance of quality education for all, replaced it with fear and blaming anger, and here we are. Well, Mallory, actually, we all had a lot to do with that.
Yeah. That was that your plan or was that my plan? I can't remember.
Technically it wasn't my plan because you can't coordinate between super PACs and
sure. Yeah, of course.
So, we're not violating the Hatch Act here. Sorry.
We would never.
But technically there was a voucher program, and there was a program for the voucher program that was for the program of the program that gave the senator the program that introduced the voucher program. All of this talk about coastal elites needing to understand more of America has it backwards. Then journalist Patrick Thornton wrote in November 2016. It is much of white working class America that needs to reach outside its comfort zone and meet people not like them, Thornton continued. Many rural Americans have isolated themselves from the rest of the country. They live in very unrepresentative areas. I love Patrick Thornton because he always punches down. He is a coastal elite, and that is why I love Mallory McMorrow. I spent some time doing Chicago elections, some of the most crooked things you'll ever see in your life. And one thing they say in Chicago, which I hate, is never forget where you come from. And Mallory McMorrow reposted the thread where Patrick Thornton talks shit to the middle of the country. And Mallory McMorrow says, I'm from rural New Jersey. This rings 100% true. Empathy should go both ways, but Trump base fears what they've never seen. And God damn it, if Mallory McMorrow is just a shit don't stank coastal elite like the rest of us, even though I'm from Pittsburgh originally, but we won't.
Connie, remember, you got to forget where you came from. I
know Chicago is ridiculous. Blue, let's go back to our blue.
Frankly, I was the first person in the country to say no, because I completely agree with you. There was a moment where he went out, and this is not a knock on his lifetime of service. That is commendable. But it's a
See what I mean? She's against Schumer.
No. Yeah. I see it. I see the plan. I see the play. And honestly, I think it was a good on you to tell her to wear some jeans like the rest of the riffraff. You know what I mean? That she's coming off relatable, like a cool CEO.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I told her. I said Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah,
said
absolutely.
Elizabeth Holmes, if her sociopathic origin story was Little Orphan Annie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's exactly how she codes, and that is what I said is going to resonate the most with both the people she thinks she's better than and the people she hopes to gain money from, which is
absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Wow.
Blue, I want you to eat. I'm going to put a quarter in the machine and just let you cook on the next. You tell me when to stop, and I want you to just go. Give the people what they want.
different moment. This is no longer a Republican Party we're dealing with. It is a MAGA party.
Wait, Blue, sorry. I have to interrupt 1 second. Can you give me a safe word for when to pause? Because I think that you have a safe word so that I know when to pause. If you want it to be the same safe word from the Roger Stone parties, then just say it.
Listen. My safe word is mayonnaise.
Okay, mayonnaise. When you say mayonnaise, we're stopping the video and you're cooking. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
It has been taken over by Trump loyalists, and anybody who doesn't bend the knee is kicked out. You need to respond in a very different way. So no, we need people who know how to rise and meet the moment. It is not acceptable when you are one of 100 people.
Mayonnaise real quick, Connie. Give me mayonnaise really quickly. Let me tell you. What I think is so genius is, and I know you hate hearing this name, but I do feel like we're going to have ourselves an Obama situation. Someone that really knows how to say all the things that people want to hear, but deliver on almost none of it. And honestly, that's what we've been missing. That's what this party has been missing. We've been keeping too many of our promises. I mean, I know your good friend Joe Biden. First of all, he was making too many promises. I mean, that whole student loan thing. I mean, my God, what were you doing there?
Forgive me, private equity for the student loan forgiveness.
Yeah, and then he tried to do it. He didn't try it very hard because obviously I got into his ear and I say, "Hey there, sweet baby, it's time to go to sleep. You're doing too much. We promise, but we don't deliver. That's our creed." I've got that tattooed on my chest. I've got that.
Oh, that's funny.
I want every woman that comes around to know, hey, listen, we promise, but we do not. We absolutely do not deliver. Absolutely not. No, and that's how we've made it this far.
That we are not going to deliver. This is for the Instagram Live. If you want to know what we're talking about, if you want to see the cool kids at heart, we got Big Blue Broadcast Channel. The Blue Broadcast. He's on Twitch. He's spitting the truth of the very cool cat, establishment darling, Mallory McMorrow. Blue, thanks for the mayonnaise call out. You don't know the weird stuff that Roger Stone was doing to me when Blue said mayonnaise.
Yeah. I really had to save you from yourself. You're having too much fun, honestly, Connie. All right.
Listen, man, they should just corn on the cob should just be called corn. Corn off the cob. Anyway,
the country who hold the position of United States Senator to go on national news and say, well, the Democrats aren't in charge right now. I guess we can't do anything. Strongly worded letter. Another press conference. It doesn't do it. You know what I know? Again, I go back to that blueprint. When we didn't have power here in Michigan in the state legislature, we didn't bitch and moan about it.
Connie, now, she talked about the blueprint that I gave her or that you gave her?
Well, I was going to say, she's not a construction worker. I don't know about any blueprints, but when I pass off a cocktail napkin to somebody and say, this is your strategy and charge them $50,000.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
well, what's wrong with a strongly worded letter? Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Dare, I need you to know that this is 3-dimensional chess. All right, we are we're playing both sides, so that way we always end up at the bottom. All right, and that's
Yeah,
something
that's
you got to
exactly
think
right.
about. You're not thinking high level.
No, that's exactly right. Yeah, no, we are playing three-dimensional chess, so we always end up on the bottom. And I know what a lot of people are thinking. You can still have fun on the bottom.
Hey, listen, hey, Connie, I'm a power bottom. You know, if I mean,
Hey,
this
you know
is
what? You are Blue because we had the super majority in 2009, and we said, "Hey, do you want to codify Roe?" And we said, "Hell no to
no.
Roe." We're going
Yeah,
to send the donor. We're going to send the voters tons of text messages about losing rights to abortion access, and we're going to raise a shitload of money so we can buy more text messages to promise to codify Roe. And then we weren't going to codify Roe because we needed to send more text messages, so we had to keep buying the text messages, and it's a vicious cycle. But
you know, and I know that was one of your plans, and I know because it was so brilliant. Because if you think about it at a high level, since they got rid of Roe, we get to perpetually, forever, into the end of time, fundraise off of that. But now the Republicans, they don't get the fundraise on abortion anymore. You can't because you did it already, and that's what we call the dog catching its tail. All right, we're gonna be chasing that tail forever.
That's exactly right. And we're going to be chasing it long enough. This is the greatest thing about being 115 years old, 8 ex-wives, dead inside. Only thing I have companionship wise is a bottle of here. I'll show you. I'll show you my new wife.
I bet she's going to be beautiful, folks.
Oh, she is. She is. Look at this. Middleton, very rare Irish whiskey. This is it. This is all I have to live for now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, I busted out. It's $300 a bottle. I drink one of these a night. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, dare you. Thank you. I'm so happy. You know, yeah. No, it's great. I mean, you're right. You're right. It's literally just, you know, we come up with these ideas, and all we're gonna do is just spin the wheel of time long enough to make sure that our oil clients can secure enough returns to make sure that global warming takes us all and we never have to codify Roe. But at least we are continuing to raise money for elections and therefore paying ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think the kids call that a infinite money glitch. All right.
Infinite money glitch. That is the Democratic Party, baby. Infinite money printer. Printer go vroom.
Yeah.
That is what fundraising text messages are all about, because guess what? For every 10 you receive, I get paid. Because
and you know, I think some of the you know, lesser wise out here in the chat might be wondering, well, I mean, you could do the same thing if you were a Republican. Why wouldn't you just do that? Well, because I want to be a snotty little liberal elite at my goddamn Thanksgiving. Thank you very much. All right. I want to be so snotty that everyone's like, oh my God, this guy sucks. Do I actually care about human rights? That's what I'm trying to do. All right. I'm trying to make people fundamentally question, am I annoying enough for them to get rid of rights for their neighbors?
Exactly. And we all want to do it while we're drinking $200 bottles of wine with the people that we've ignored at the expense of our career. Like, we have sacrificed our relationships with real people in order to support and advise the Mallory McMorrows of the world, who also want to advance themselves more than other people. That's the American dream.
Absolutely.
Blue, I got to tell you, you know, the socialists try to take your internet, but you took it back. And there are a lot of people. We voted the FISA surveillance thing in the other night.
Oh, yeah.
There are going to be a lot of people who are hacking your internet that are going to jail.
Oh, listen, lock them up.
Lock them up.
We organized and we ran candidates in every single district, and we told you what was on the line. We told you in 2022, yes, we have Prop 3 on the ballot. Yes, we have.
Wait, I just want to say something here. Mallory McMorrow is a freaking genius because mayonnaise. I'm doing the safe word now.
Sure. We have the same safe word.
No, we do have the same safe word. So if you're just joining us, Mallory McMorrow is answering the question: would she support Chuck Schumer as leader? And she first thanked him for his service, which hell yeah. Not that Chuck watches social media, or we would show it to him because we get paid to not tell him things that upset him. And then she said, I know that it's going to take more than a strongly worded letter. Now, she's obviously aware of the fact that Tommy Tuberville, who's named after a potato and has a lower IQ than most potatoes.
Yeah.
Was able to block all of Joe Biden's Defense Department nominees. Right. But I mean, just by sheer being an asshole. Chuck Schumer is not going to do that because it would piss off our defense contractors. Mallory McMorrow says we need more than that. So what is she going to do when she gets to the Senate? She is going to find other candidates to run for the Senate, which is literally just democracy. Like that is just her job that she could. That is how bad our inaction has gotten, which is amazing. Like,
I'm praying in this incredible redheaded white woman that we can get another Kristen Cinema. I mean, God, she was. I thought she was going to go all the way. Honestly, Connie, every time I look at C-SPAN and I see Chuck's face and I smile. And then I don't see her there, and then just a piece of me dies a little bit.
It's very it is sad, and it's sad, and I'm hoping that we do get a here's the great thing, Blue. This is one thing you may not know is that sorry, I'm just making sure that our Instagram here, who I paid for Small Plate's Instagram, he is an idiot.
Hate that guy.
He is a poor man from Chicago who is one of the dumbest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
And so I'm just putting people to go to his Twitch. I literally bought Small Plate's followers so you would follow me on Twitch.
Yeah. Guys, you got to follow us on Twitch. You don't realize in a world with communist Chinese party leaders like Hassan Picard, you got to come to a place where you're going to get the real truth, the real news, the strategies, the knowledge. Okay. And my friend Connie, let me tell you something. My friend Connie has been around for so long that he deeply remembers segregation. All right. And you know what? And he played both sides and you came out on top. Well, bottom, but still you came out. And I love that for you, Connie.
Well, listen, you're goddamn Blue. I love you, man. It's so good that your audio's working. It's good your audio's working because it would never get me in trouble. It would never get me in trouble. But the Mallory, speaking of not getting in trouble, but Mallory McMorrow just coming in here and saying she's doing the bare minimum. She says that I'm not like Chuck Schumer because I'm going to recruit candidates and win elections, which to be frank, compared to establishment Democrats is a bold strategy.
Yeah.
Trying to win elections. I mean, listen, R.I.P. Mills Mafia, R.I.P. and namaste to the GOAT, Janet Mills. I got one for her right here. Where is it? Got a little Red Bull. Got a campaign Red Bull for Janet.
Sure.
This one's staying closed. This is staying closed.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Janet, because she's 85, so that we need her to stay awake. That one's for Janet. She's not running anymore. But she was specifically running so that she wouldn't do anything in Congress.
Yeah, absolutely. We need more Congress people that are going to make the bold decision to collect a paycheck from us and from the American people and get nothing done. Let me tell you, I don't want anything done in this country. All right. I like things how they are right now. And if they get worse, then I like it then too. But I don't want it to get better. All right.
No, absolutely not. I mean, why would we want things to get better for our donors, which means things have to stay the same when we're in charge and get worse when Republicans in charge. Thank you. Dare you 231. Oh my God. you get a free merch package. You're going to get the free first edition Tingism, and no, Tingism is real. He's a real guy, and I don't think I'm saying his name correctly. Tingism, that guy fucks in the chat. He is a badass.
I believe that.
So you're getting you are getting a free merch package. Tingism's getting a free merch package, and son of a bitch, Dr. Kruger. You guys are all getting free merch packages, folks. Excuse me. All right, we got 20 seconds. This Mallory McMorrow video is a 2-minute video, and we cooked for 20 minutes because me and Blue get together, whether it be at a Roger Stone party or Bohemian Grove with Clarence Thomas in the trailer that I bribed him with in order to root in favor of Citizens United.
Yeah. Great job with that, by the way.
That was the best investment I ever made. It was $100,000 for a trailer, and then we literally got corporations have the same rights as people.
I always thought that was so funny because Connie, we offered him like a few $1 million, and he looked you in your face. In fact, he got violent. He grabbed you by your collar and he says, "I need a goddamn camper. I don't need money. All right." I had to pull him off of you, and then we gave him the camper. My God, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. I mean, he's the worst negotiator ever. Dare You says, free sounds kind of socialist. Shouldn't I donate $500,000 first? Technically, it's an independent expenditure. We're still in the early goings of our consultancy Twitch. This is a patronage. We are patronizing you to patronize us. This is an investment. Once you become a member of the consultant class, there will be opportunities to be a corporate shill. But for right now, we're supporting the people that love us because so few people in our lives. Hey, Steve Hart. I don't know who Steve is. I bought Small Plates' Instagram for $500 because he's an out-of-work comic in the city of Chicago. Here we go. Last 20 seconds of this video. It's taken us an hour to break down because we're having so much goddamn fun.
Prop 2 on the ballot to expand voting rights, and we need to elect a Democratic majority that's going to protect those things. And we organized, we rallied everywhere. We told you what was on the line. You supported us and brought in a Democratic majority. That is what we need to do.
Blue, here's my favorite Democratic politics improv game. Which kind of ADHD medication is this crazy Model UN overambitious kid on right now?
See, I'm thinking she's doing like a one of those crazy cocktails, a little bit of Xanax. I think she's also throwing in some Ritalin. Obviously got to chase it with some of that white girl, as we call it, No. You mix it in. I think that's it. I think that's what she's
I made her more for a straight Adderall, but that's because the pills are orange. I don't know. I mean, that's what we're giving. Listen, that's what we're giving Donald Trump. We're giving it to listen, I mean, I'm sure Mallory McMorrow is not using any performance enhancing medications.
No.
What I was going to say is that, what I forgot to bring up before earlier is that Mallory McMorrow made a video saying that she was not going to profit from AI data centers.
Sure.
You saw that, right?
I did see that. How much did we give her to say that?
Well, no, here's the best thing. We didn't give her anything because 4 months earlier, her husband, in March, actually 2 months earlier, her husband was working for a data center company. And he was an APAC intern. So we don't have to give her anything. We can just kind of back channel everything the same thing we do with Pelosi. Pelosi doesn't trade stocks. She picks up the phone and calls Paul.
Yeah, no, you're right. I forgot, one of my mentors and one of our top receivers of donations, business titan, George Bluth once said, a husband and wife cannot be tried for the same crime, and I forgot about that, and now I remembered it, and let's make sure she knows that.
Oh, George Bluth, I love that guy. He played both sides of the Iraq War.
He did.
California liberal through and through. Pro-Iraq war because he had the contracts, anti-Iraq war because he wanted to hang out with celebrities. That is democratic politics in a nutshell.
Hey, listen, there's always money in the banana stand there, buddy.
There is always money in the banana stand, and god damn it if I didn't get this seal for marksmanship. Son of a bitch. Woo! Oh, I don't know what the opposite of a duel is, but I'm going to throw this handkerchief as a compliment. I'm going to challenge you to a duel Instagram Live because you're missing the amazing chemistry between me and Blue. If you follow us at twitch.com, twitch.tv/Democrat Consultant, or youtube.com/Small Plates YT, because we bought his shit for cheap.
Yeah, we did.
All right, Blue.
Yeah, we did.
I think we have we have supported the shit out of Mallory McMorrow. She is the future. Oh, Janet Mills has ended her bid for Senate, setting up Democrat Graham Plattner. I don't know why they keep using Gary Busey for these pictures.
Okay, to be honest with you, Connie, that's my fault. I do have facial blindness, obviously, of a certain hue specifically, and I did accidentally send that picture of Gary Busey to our friends at Politico. Listen, it can't all be on me because they didn't notice it either.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, Politico is cool. Like they are definitely. Oh, here we go. Janet Mills dropping out and Graham Plattner being the nominee is another data point in my Bernie Sanders, Barry Goldwater theory. I don't know who I haven't talked to Barry Goldwater in a long time.
Connie, I don't want to be the one to tell you this, but he died. Yeah.
All right, I'd like to just take a moment to play my favorite song for Janet Mills and for Barry Goldwater, one of my dear friends. Hang on a second. And then hang on a second. Jesus Christ. The hits just keep on coming today. I had so much fun talking about Mallory McMorrow, about the future. Hang on a second. Everybody close your eyes. Open your eyes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Tell me what you gonna do when Janet Mills is go.
Judgment comes for you, and judgment comes for you. What you gonna do when it ain't nowhere to hide? When judgment comes for you.
Fuck you, Graham Plattner. You ruined my editorial campaign. I won.
And I'm gonna miss everybody out of roll and flow like I looked at a while and play for dust and they play too deep for peace. Little as I got to be, tell me your piece of the seats for them, please. Baby, by my grand, anywhere you can go.
God bless you, working on a plan to heaven. Follow the Lord on 24/7 days.
Janet Mills' name.
Even though the devil's all up in my face, but he keeping me safe and in my place. Say grace to the gates of race, but I change the face of judge. And I got my soul with books. Grudge because there's no mercy for thugs. Ooh, what can I do? It's all about the family and how we do. Can I get a witness? Let it unfold. We live in our lives, we turn our soul.
Heyo. Janet Mills, I pray every day.
She would have loved this.
There we go, Waters. Okay.
Still with lace. Now follow me, Rosto. Weather is till it's 7. Come, let's go take a visit to the people that's long gone there. Well, ladies, they're terrible.
All right, sorry.
Wow. Now, Janet would have loved this. Barry, not so much, I don't think. But he had an eclectic taste.
Yeah, very good.
Speaking of which, isn't that where you didn't Barry introduce you to old Hill?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It was there was a story there. I am not going to tell it because they impeached Clinton for less.
What number is this?
Number 666. Because they're
They're cooking with
Well, she's not like the used to get.
I say that
Now, why do they have Drewski on
Absorbs
on the tape?
disagreement.
Oh yeah, holy shit. Hang on a second. Where is the I just want the Erica Kirk Drews.
As a form of personal betrayal.
Oh, here we go.
It turns
Drewski, right?
absorbs
is
disagreement as a form of
This is
personal.
disrespectful.
very
Yeah, sorry. Hang on a second. I need to cue this up correctly. You're right. This is disrespectful. This is hang on a second. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened here. Also, I don't know about you, but I find it incredible. I love this young woman. I think I don't every time I see her on the Charlie Kirk podcast, I think I'm about to see a ghost. And then it's Drewski.
Yeah.
Every single time undercover.
Every time. I know. You know, you
That
wouldn't
son of
think
a
he'd be
bitch.
so nimble. He's too nimble to be as large as he is. I wouldn't imagine he'd be able to get in and out of the TPUSA headquarters. You know, I always think I would see him because, you know, I'm there all the time consulting, you know, having a couple of hot toddies, you know, but, you know, I never catch him. I never catch him in the act.
You know, well, that's the thing, Blue, is that I think that what he's doing is the thing that Pfizer told us about the other night, which is the super Ozempic. He's able to do Ozempic for 24 hours.
Sure.
And then well, you're laughing, but it's going to be a great thing. I mean, you never know. You might need to go to divorce court, have a couple extra pounds on you, like my ex-wife Sheila, and then the next day you show up and you see her in the club after a couple cocktails with Ron Wyden and Chuck Grassley. You see her in the club and Sheila is looking fine. So, you know, it could be the 24-hour Ozempic. Is that music? I love that. That is music. We have music in
you know, that super Ozempic, I think the nickname for that is the Buddy Love or the Nutty Professor, you know.
the Nutty Professor or Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I tried to get him to run for Green Party, and let me think about. Oh, it was during the presidential election in 2008. I was working for the Democratic establishment.
Sure.
And they were freaked out by Obama. I paid Eddie Murphy $2 million to do a Nutty Professor reboot, quote unquote. So he would run as a Green Party candidate and so that we could get McCain in there because McCain is a true Democrat.
100%. You know, it's so funny that you say that, Connie. I'm realizing that we were kind of doing the same thing because I was also trying to get Eddie Murphy to run as a libertarian, but you know, in like kind of like a dressed up as like a larger black woman, sort of like a Norbit situation before Norbit came out, obviously. Yeah, so I think we might have dipped into that barrel too many times. You know, we split the Eddie vote. You know, we were trying to split the Democrat vote. We split the Eddie vote. I don't know how we did that.
We tried to split the leftist vote too many times. There's only so many ways. That's why I hate spaghetti. There are too many of them, as Mitch Hedberg once said, dear friend of the Democratic Party. Here we have, this is a Janet Jackson outfit, is it not?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is Drewski,
Chuck
so
D
talented.
from Public Enemy, aka Drewski, here in whiteface, offending everybody. Actually, no, this is Ice-T from the Cop Killer music video.
Yes, yeah.
Son of a bitch, Drewski. Look at Drewski. He looks so freaking beautiful.
I know, beautiful eyes.
Well, she's not like you could see the chair on the right there, and she's in a different chair. I don't know.
it's for Charlie.
Boots and a rifle with a helmet on the rifle.
Emma Fickland.
Of course,
Instead, it's a podcasting chair, which is appropriate. I say this as a podcaster myself, but here she is with this very, you know, I don't know, disturbing monologue or just weird monologue.
In this culture we're living in, absorbs disagreement as a form of personal betrayal. It turns having an opposing viewpoint into a moral crime worthy of punishment. And here's what I've realized through all of this, truly, having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone.
I just want to say, I completely empathize with her because she has clearly been through hell because when she used to have $400 manicures, and her manicures now are $150 to $225. And if you've ever gotten your Frenches done with the Falwells, I went to a lot of cuck parties with Jerry Falwell Jr.
Sure.
And
He's talked about
he
you
used
to
do
me a couple of times
afterwards. And I remember when Jerry Falwell lost his seat on the board of Liberty University, and we had to downgrade to $225, and he said, "This is hell on earth."
Yeah. No, I honestly, Erica, she's like a light in darkness. You know what I mean? Like blinding. Too bright even.
Well, I wish that I think Erica is all those things. I just wish that we got to see her because now she is blinded by Drewski.
Yeah.
Drewski has basically inhabited her body now. He is basically it's funny if you think that Daniel Day-Lewis's portrayal of Daniel Day-Lewis is a method actor, just like Drewski. Drewski is Daniel Day-Lewis of being a son of a bitch. He is a method actor. Look at this. I mean, look at Drewski. He lost weight for this role.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't understand the black hat or the black tracksuit because just the other day he was wearing in a white gown and with fireworks.
Beautiful.
This is weird. I don't know if she was going to an Eazy-E tribute show or he was going, but this is insane. Drewski is so disrespectful. Hang on a second. Hey, come over here. Hey.
Guys, the thing I think I love the most about Erica or Drewski, I can't even tell them apart anymore.
I know what it is. He dressed up like
of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all.
I see it.
Dressed up like my cat. And this cat is a very special cat, and it's named after my first ever Democratic loss. This is Mike Dukakis.
Man.
Because no matter how hard I make her look in a tank, she looks like she's ready to lose to a bush. Look at this.
Yeah.
Get down there.
I do admire the fact that you so often look for candidates that have the worst last names ever. Just like laughable, yuck. I'm surprised Tupperville's not one of your guys, honestly, because that name sounds as made up as Dukakis. I mean, what Dukakis?
I was tempted. Anyway. Dukakis. Dukakis, I just met him. Let's go, Drewski. Let's see what you got, Drewski. Let's see what you got. Bring the heat, Drewski.
Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO.
How could you call out somebody wearing whiteface, Drewski? If you're the one wearing whiteface while you're calling them out for wearing whiteface, Drew. I mean,
hypocrisy. I've never seen a hypocrisy so great. I mean, his hypocrisy is so incredible. We should maybe run him for Congress almost. That's how good his hypocrisy is. I mean, my God, geez. I mean, I've never seen someone complain about whiteface while wearing whiteface. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't even know whiteface was like a thing, So he's inventing, if you think about it, he's inventing new racisms.
I just wanna do something. If we want, I have hired I've hired a performer for the Democratic National Convention. That Janet Mills will be headlining as our nominee. I just want to play a little piece of music here. It's an honor of Erica.
A heart reborn.
Wait, listen to the banger. Charlie Kirk was everything the Democratic Party should strive to be.
Yep.
A
Absolutely.
man of conviction.
Here we go.
A heart reborn. He's
But I mean,
So that son of a bitch, Drewski, I hope he remembers. He remembers that
Wow.
when he does this kind of shit, he
yeah.
will remember.
And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my.
The Candace Owens thing is, we can get to that in a second.
All right, fuck you guys. I want the
You stepped into
adultery.
the role.
What are you
Yeah,
laughing about? There's
Yeah,
nothing funny
There's
about
nothing
Erica.
funny about that.
Erica Kirk. Sorry, I'm sorry. I did not know that this was. Here we go. God, everything is Erica.
I think it's the top one, Connie. That's the
Thank
one
you,
you're gonna
thank
want.
you.
Me that nothing will ever be enough for the evil in this world. Our country has become unrecognizable. These people have perverted the truth to the point that they motivated the murder of my husband. They have continuously tried to assassinate the president, and anyone who stands in their way is labeled hateful, racist, fascist, and every other trigger word that is grossly dishonest.
Shit lib. That's another one they use, Erica. That's
yeah,
why you're
absolutely.
a Democrat.
We want the best for our country. They don't. This is why Charlie started Turning Point USA in the first place. He didn't trust the radicalized liberal teachers. And this past Saturday, it was a school teacher.
Hey, neither do I. We don't trust the radicalized teachers either because they
No.
are preaching hatred against corporate Democrats
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
and the corporations that make corporate Democrats great at not being great.
Of all people, a school teacher that attempted to change our history for the worst with bullets. And everyone is asking why I even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And it was because many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me. And I wanted to meet some of them face to face, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Why have a conversation about me?
You know, I think it's rich that Drewski is talking about dehumanizing someone
Yeah.
when Drewski is guilty of that shit right now.
Right now. I can't believe Drewski went to the White House Correspondent Dinner either. Actually, I don't know how he got an invite, and I didn't get my invite.
I'm surprised that Drewski was able to. I mean, Drewski is one hell of an actor. Like,
Yeah,
let's just
yeah,
give him props where props are due. Because when I
Yeah.
saw him move at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, that 40-yard dash was fast, and the
Yeah,
tears.
absolutely.
I
Real.
mean, that was insane. I mean, and right now, I mean, the range of Drewski right
Yeah.
now in this video, where he is decrying the crimes against Erica Kirk. Who,
Yeah. I also think it's really impressive because obviously Drewski is such a talented and emotive actor, and he's able to capture the vapid emptiness that is the soul of Erica Kirk. You know, like he really captures the kind of just non-emoting, you know, barely able to get a tear out, and that level of craftsmanship honestly should be honored by the Academy. And I'm making a call to my people.
no, can you please not nominate? I mean, yeah, I understand game recognized game, but you know, we did everything we could to make sure that the voice of Hind Rajab did not make it to the Academy Awards, and we fell short.
True. That's
And
true.
even though Drewski right now in this performance that
Mhm.
he's doing right now, even though he's doing a hell of a job, he speaking of Academy Awards, I hired a fucking Academy Award winning makeup director to put my goddamn eyebrows on securely this time, and they totally dogged it because my
Connie.
ex-wife Sheila shaved my eyebrows last night because she caught me in bed with my bottle of scotch. Anyways,
Connie, I told you, I got a morticianer that would make you look like the living dead.
I'm
brother,
115 years old. I'm just getting started. No morticians in this household. We're not talking about morticians the same way Logan Roy didn't talk about Succession. Listen, I understand. You want to give Drewski their props, gender neutral, because right now it looks like they're presenting as a woman.
Sure.
But I think we should. We can't do it. We have to suppress. This is moderate centrism. This is what I want to see. Let's see what.
When you can have a conversation with me.
Oh, just a reminder, real quick. By the way, people, just a reminder that many people in Congress, many Democrats on our side of the aisle, we voted to honor Charlie Kirk. So the fact that we keep seeing Drewski dressing up in what looks like an extra in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, an all-black security guard outfit. This is the kind of shit that we find hurtful about the leftists like Drewski.
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, I'm wondering where has Drewski tied Erica Kirk up at? I mean, because every time I think I'm seeing Erica Kirk, it's actually Drewski. Like, where is Erica? You know, that's the real question. I want to know, where's Erica Kirk?
Where is Erica? Not that hashtags matter, according to my godson, who says the only thing that matters is look maxing and your smash hammer.
So, for example, a journalist from the Daily Mail came up to me. She introduced herself, and she was very gracious. She was saying, "You look so beautiful. I'm so sorry for your loss."
I love your skits. They're very funny.
To which I replied,
how can she say that Drewski looked beautiful? I am kind of I don't find Drewski attractive the way I find Erica Kirk attractive. Hang on a second. Let me just find Erica Kirk real quick. I mean, can we just talk about the fact? Hang on a second. I don't. Stop it. This is not what my godson taught me about. I mean, look at the difference here. There is a difference. I want a big picture.
Now, Connie, you're gonna have to X up the full screen so we can see it on ours.
I didn't want to bring it up. Listen, we're gonna watch
it is so nice to put a name to the face, especially with all of the slander, the lies, accusations that are out there surrounding my husband's murder and myself. And I said to her, you know what's so interesting? This is my first time at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And
not her first time at the White House, though.
No.
Drewski has successfully impersonated Erica Kirk on several occasions at the stadiums and various places. It is the definition of invasion of the body snatchers. Drewski is a deep. He is Hamas. Drewski is Hamas. He's literally Hamas.
Yeah, and I'm going to condemn him. Now, Connie, at the last Bilderberg Group meeting, was that Drewski or was that Erica?
Listen, I know that somebody did security. I'm pretty sure it was. They said it was Erica.
Okay. All right. I mean, if it was Erica, Erica's gotten a lot funnier. That's all I'm going to say. So that makes me a little concerned.
I swear to God, if we have to go and shred all the Bilderberg Group documents now because you just exploited their weakness, I'm going to fucking lose it. Okay. Okay, let's just keep on with this Drewski bullshit.
And I find it so fascinating, the dynamic that is going on right now, because everyone is all dressed up and you guys are co-mingling in and out of each other's cocktail parties. And so for one night, you are able to put aside all of your differences for the sake of freedom of speech. And then by Monday morning, things will go back to being an absolute bloodbath between all of you. To which she replied, literally, she said, I know. Isn't it special, right? Isn't tonight so special? And following that conversation, it was time to take our seats, and we.
Frankly, I find it offensive that Drewski is making an indictment on the hallowed tradition of White House correspondents that are whores to access.
Well,
they are not celebrating free speech. They are celebrating access to the corridors of power. There is a huge difference. And the fact that Drewski is willing to cheapen, I mean, everybody at CNN kept their mouths shut about what Bibi was doing in Gaza.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they don't give a shit about the truth. They care about doing right by the
advertisers, the donors, the military industrial complex, Hillary Clinton. You know, I am concerned though, Connie. We got to figure out who that reporter was, who that journalist was, because you let the game away to Drewski because you thought it was Erica Kirk. I mean, listen, I know we don't teach them anything in school, all right, which is by design, but we maybe need to teach them to be able to tell the difference between hilarious, award-winning comedian Drewski and our beloved, gosh, she's almost like she's like our personal John Kennedy, you know, our sweet American baby.
I would say she's more like the Princess Diana. Instead of you know supporting people that the modern Democratic Party would likely condemn because they you know, we could blame them for losing instead of blaming the corporations that we support. She is you know, she's blonde.
No, you know what? You're so right. And this is why you wear the big shoes.
No, I don't wear the big shoes, Blue. Shut up. We share the big shoes. Literally, there is one pair of size 13 shoes that we purchased at auction for $200,000 because Shaq cooked an omelet in those shoes. At Jerry Buss's house for a fundraiser, and we spent $500,000 on those shoes. And you get to wear them on Monday, stuffed with socks, and I get to wear them on Tuesday, stuffed with socks, and then we leave them in the viewing window for the other 5 days a week. So
You're right.
No big shoes here. And if you're in Instagram watching this, it's like watching Mission Impossible on an airplane. You could be in the theaters right now if you go to this link. That link right there. We're gonna listen to Drewski insult Erica Kirk.
Went into the big ballroom where the dinner was. And one of the first things I noticed when I walked into that room was quite literally the proximity of the opposing outlets to one another. So you have one table here that's Politico, and another table here that's Fox, and another table here that's WAPO, and you're all crammed together, elbow to elbow. And to make the night even more of a spectacle, every single 10-person table had 10 bottles of wine. And the president of the White House Correspondents Association, she did a great job of trying to make the evening have that feeling of America.
Does Drewski not know that the thing they have all in common is that we pay them. We pay them all. That's it.
Here is how we wrote the guest list. I mean, and this was a brilliant here's the thing, Blue. Like, I was like, who do we invite this year to the White House Correspondents' Dinner to celebrate the freedom of the press? Because it's not like it used to be.
Yep.
It used to just be like anti-Trump, pro-Trump, everybody's invited. But then this whole thing in Gaza happened, and then the entire American public decided to have a conscience. So this was a brilliant. This was the smartest thing you've ever said. You said anybody who has said the word Gaza and then any word following it with a G that started with a hard G,
yeah.
Like, and if it was a Geno, then they got a lifetime ban from.
Then there was a no. If it was a Geno, it's a no. 100%.
It's a no. Yeah. If it's a Geno, it's a no. That was the best. And that's why you have Jake Tapper, Dana Bash, you have Sean Hannity, you got all of the Fox News reporters, all of the Politico reporters, The Hill. I mean, and honestly, like, there might have been some reporters from those outlets, from CNN. There were a couple people on CNN who interviewed Hassan Piker the same night that Jake Tapper denounced Hassan Piker.
Yeah.
And that guy was not invited because you know why? Because he said, Geno, no. Geno, no. That's it. That's the only, if you want an invitation to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, then say no to Geno and you won't be a no.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
100%. One thing that we can agree on is that the military-industrial complex stops for no one.
No one. Listen, every day I wake up, Connie, I prick my finger and I drop just a little bit of blood into the war machine, just to keep those things kind of running, keep it nice and oiled up.
Hang on a second. Sorry, I have a clip. Here we go. This is a beautiful thing. Here we go. I'm going to go with this guy.
Up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I just wish things would get better. I'm trying to get rid of them, but nothing seems to stay the same. Woke up in the morning, doing my hair, makeup, getting my clothes on, walking into school, thinking of what is going to happen next. Oh, whoa. I want to make sure my dad's not here because
that was
me every morning.
That was literally every day in the halls of power, wondering if Code Pink was going to approach one of my clients.
Yeah, God, I'm glad you're safe, Connie. Honestly, I was afraid for you.
Have you seen Code Pink? They are terrifying. There is like 5 to 10, 60 to 70-year-old women who are willing to interrupt any private function in Washington, D.C. in the name of international human rights, which is it's scarring. I mean, I feel exactly like Drewski representing Erica Kirk right now.
What's insane to me is that those, 70, 60, 85-year-old women, they could all be in Congress doing nothing but sending money to our proxy wars in certain areas of America. They could be doing that, but instead, I'm at that our favorite tapas place. Not to be confused with a certain scoundrel on the internet. At our favorite tapas place. We hate them. But me and you were at our favorite tapas place, and we have more food on that table than we'll ever be able to eat. I mean, we could feed a bunch of villages that we're probably going to extract oil from with all the food on that table, and we're trying to have some little munchy, talkie, talkie, a couple of espresso martinis, and then these old ladies come up to our table and they're like, "Hey, Connie, can you please stop sending our children to war?" Ma'am, This is a tapas.
Yeah,
All right, I won't say the name, but this is a tapas.
No,
Connor.
this is low key. No, this is low key a tapas. And yeah, I can't stop sending your kids to war if they start working for Raytheon, because then they're going to be profiting off of wars, and then they're going to be paying me to send your non-kids to war.
Yeah, someone's kids got to go to war.
I mean,
right?
if honestly, if yeah, somebody's kids got to go to war, because there's a quarterly earnings report that comes like this. Blue, I just couldn't agree with you more on this one. I mean, the quarterly earnings report is like this.
Every time. One of my favorite songs, it goes, war. What are kids good for? War.
War.
That's it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's
Yeah,
it.
no. And that's why I like Fortunate Son. It ain't me. I work for Raytheon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
banger.
I'm the American dream. I'm the great grandson of Calvin Coolidge, and I leveraged my great grandfather's contacts in Washington, D.C., because it's kind of a Habsburg Empire type of inbreeding where I married my cousin, who also happened to be the first cousin of. It was fantastic. But anyways, I was completely insulated from the consequences of my policy decisions.
Connie, I just want to clarify. Your name is Connie Coolidge?
No, my name is... It doesn't matter what my name... It doesn't matter what your name is, as my good friend Dwayne the Rock... Hey, well, here, let me ask you this real quick, because I actually did a couple acting classes with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. So,
good friend.
Here, if anybody in the chat, I'm just going to ask this question. We'll give them 12 seconds, and if anybody answers in the blue, you're on the hook. What is your favorite food? All right. I think we got about 3 seconds. There's 2 people in the chat, but hey, we had 7 at one point.
Yeah,
3 people in the chat. Your favorite food, name any type of food for any kind of audience participation. We are trying to build the parasocial relationship here, people.
You guys are not going to believe what my favorite food is.
Blue, what's your favorite food?
All right, Connie. So, and it's so funny for you to ask me this, because you're the one who put me on to this. All right. So I like to go to a nice local farm, and I like to take a look at kind of some of their wares, and they have sheep, and they go, oh, would you like some sheep? And I go, let me see the lambs. They show me the baby lambs, and I'm looking, but I can't find the right lamb. And then I see in the corner, one of their cute little kids is holding a lamb, and you can tell that this child loves this lamb. I mean, this lamb is this child's best friend, and I grab that lamb by its tail, and I go, I'm going to eat this. And I get that lamb, they take it over to our favorite tapas place, and then I have it sauteed with the tears of that child with a little bit of oil from the Middle East.
Well, why don't you take that lamb, stick that sumbitch sideways, and shove it straight up your candy ass.
Yeah, wow.
Can you smell what Connie is cooking? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I walked into that.
This is my cat, Reagan. Sorry. She's a little afraid right now. She's named after the great throat goat, Nancy. Named after the, she never met a Hollywood contract she didn't think she could get in 30 minutes in the back of a 57 Chevy.
We were in a room celebrating freedom of speech despite our differences, and the U.S. Marine Band performed the national anthem so beautifully. And then shortly thereafter, gunshots rang out and total chaos ensued. And you guys have all seen what happened next, because there are 1,000 videos of it. So let's discuss that fact for a second. If you were in that room, you had no way of knowing what the status of the shooter was, how many there were, or honestly, really anything. It was just utter chaos. And so during an active shooting, These journalists are using their phones to find moments to capture for clips. They were so concerned about getting a video in a room with an active shooter.
I just want to let everybody know, direct to camera, we are an anti-clip community. And everything that Erica Kirk says right now is only going to be captured in full format YouTube videos, just like here on the Connie News Network, co-produced, executive produced by the Blues Broadcast Network, Blues Clues.
That's
that they could have accidentally.
Go. Sorry, Blue.
Yeah, no, I just kind of want to kind of speak to the hypocrisy, of Drewski here, because Drewski's claiming to be upset that these journalists are trying their best to kind of figure out, like, oh, how can I create a narrative? And obviously Drewski knows that Erica Kirk in the right-wing media did the exact same thing when Charlie Kirk, God bless his soul, was passed. So I just the hypocrisy is something Erica would never do. Erica would never be so hypocritical as to shame the monstrous media machine that we pay for to create narratives to fit their stuff in the way that Erica maybe did a little bit with TPUSA. I don't know. The hypocrisy it's a lot for me, honestly.
Can I? Yeah, no, I think you're right. And Blue, let me tell you something. As a consultant, I think that what's happening right now, Drewski has infiltrated so deeply into the Erica Kirk media atmosphere.
Yeah,
I think it's important. He's like a dementor, because ever since Charlie Kirk has passed away, may Jesus rest his soul.
Yeah.
Erica Kirk has been hijacked by Drewski. He was on Good Morning America, and I'm gonna just do a Patronus spell right now and say to Drewski, expecto. Oh, by the way, this is my wand. I was given to it at Disney World Harry Potter or Universal Studios Harry Potter Experience. It is an Apple Pencil Pro with the core of a Bernie Sanders supporter. Their pube hair, so that's the core. It's like the dragon feather. But I'm going to do an expecto patronum, and I'll tell you what my Patronus is.
Okay.
Expecto patronum. And my Patronus thing, Harry Potter had a stag, and I think Ron had a weasel. And mine is actually, this is fantastic. It is the super predator law. It is Joe Biden in the 1990s when he was writing super predator law, when he was saying horrible things that appealed to the most horrible people in this country in order to win the center, so we didn't have to alienate our elite donor class. Let's hear the rest of what Drewski is saying in the name of Erica Kirk.
And quite literally filmed themselves being shot. Many of those people have become so desensitized that fight or flight became secondary to the opportunity of putting themselves into the story, which ironically breaks the #1 rule of journalism. And again, ironically enough, the shooter was a teacher.
Well, I think it's also ironic that Drewski has chosen to mourn the loss. Drewski is supposed to be a method actor.
Yeah.
And I think that one of my biggest reasons why I would not put him up for an Academy Award is because he has chosen to honor the loss of his supposed husband, who would be Charlie Kirk in this case, by going in stadiums and lighting fireworks on fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, to be fair, Connie, I want to be fair and balanced. You know me. I did know. I'm updating your will every day, just because. I mean, we're taking people in, we're putting people out. Yada yada. I did see in there that you did want your wives to come out to Born in the USA with fireworks and power suits at your funeral.
No, I only want them to do that if they get inhabited by Drewski.
Oh. That makes more sense now. Okay.
Yeah. I think that my wife should mourn truly like Erica Kirk did in private, very morbidly, because she was crushed by the loss of her husband. And if it wasn't for Drewski, it taking over her body in the name of the Hassan Pikers of the Democratic Party, then I think that it's Hassan Piker's fault. Hassan Piker.
Yeah. First of all, and you know what, Connie, I'm actually I can't believe we didn't start this stream off like this, but I do think we need to do a acknowledgement of condemning Hassan Piker.
Yeah, we don't do land acknowledges in this part of the Democratic Party, but in the third way, WEIGH way, we weigh the consequences of everything we say. Yeah, we should do a Hassan Piker denunciation, land acknowledgement denunciation. I'll go ahead and all right, I'd just like everybody to close their eyes for a moment, anybody who's in the chat, and just say, we acknowledge that the land we're on needs to denounce Hassan Piker.
Hassan Piker, absolutely.
Because eventually the private equity companies and special interest groups that hope to purchase this land and rent it back to the American people that can't afford houses here because of free market capitalism, rub your nipples if this gets you hard. They would be challenged on a Twitch stream by Hassan Piker. And therefore, fuck that guy. All right, good enunciation.
That was good.
All right, Drewski.
These people who are supposed to be teaching our children the future of this country, and he's so unhinged that he is able to teach children by day and then attempt to murder the president of the United States by night.
On TikTok, teens get over 50 built-in protections from the start. But for parents, further visibility and
she
control
put
of
an ad
content
in the
can
middle
help
of that.
create the right environment. That's where family pairing comes in. Teens under 18
I
have
have
a 60-minute
YouTube
screen
Premium.
time
Why
reminder in
is
place.
Drewski doing
And with
this
family
to me?
pairing, parents can set their own
It's very
screen time limits
disrespectful,
or
I think.
even set restricted
I went to
times based
rehab
on what works best for their family. Family pairing lets parents link accounts to see their teens' followers and who they follow.
Self by saying, I am a citizen.
Wait, I just want to say something about that guy before. He's got to be at least 35 hours sober.
Wow. Do you get a chip for that?
I think he did, because he also happens to work for the big tobacco lobby, which is making a comeback. So we made sure that we did the chip lobby. We made sure he got a 35-hour chip. You'd be surprised what they can come up with at in Maryland. It's a weird place.
Good for him.
Of the United States of America. And while we may have big problems with illegal immigration in this country, I have to tell you, we have an even bigger problem when it comes to this systemic indoctrination and radicalization of our own citizens. This is what got my husband killed. This is what has led to 3 legitimate attempts on President Trump's life. And I can speak firsthand to that unbearable toll that this must take on our First Lady.
See, this is why I think Drewski's performances really leave a lot to be off. Like, I think that when Drewski spoke at Charlie Kirk's memorial, it was really a conciliatory tone. It was very sincere. But as Drewski continues to impersonate Erica Kirk, it just becomes more and more. I mean, this Drewski thing that he's doing. It's like he's inviting people to make fun of Erica and her good name, because what this is like an extra in GoldenEye, like the video game GoldenEye. This is exactly like what somebody in GoldenEye would dress like if I knew that I had to get past them to go to the final boss. This is
now Connie,
actor.
Well, Connie, is Drewski wearing a all black? Does that say freedom or Facebook, do you think?
That's the thing. I don't know who's sponsoring Drewski. I just saw a TikTok ad which is associated with China, or it was associated with China, and then we talked to APAC, and
Okay.
Well,
good.
it wasn't associated with. I mean, it was associated with an owner from. Anyways, it's a long story. I don't know. I can't tell. If this is a plug for Drewski's merch store, then he did a very shitty job. I will say that the jawline, he definitely did a good job with the jawline. It's very. I mean,
you think he's bone smashing? You think he's bone smashing a bit just to get there?
I mean, I don't know. I walked into my godson's bedroom, who was all ready to take an unpaid internship in JD Vance's. He was going to take Tucker. He was going to take Buckley Carlson's job in JD Vance's administration.
Yeah.
And my son, or my grandson rather, he is a liberal. But he's a JD Vance liberal.
Hillbilly eligibility.
Hillbilly eligibility liberal. Exactly. He knows that we did a 23andMe and 4% of our DNA is in the Blue Ridge Mountains. He knows the words to Take Me Home Country Roads by heart. And I walked in and he had a sledgehammer rigged to his C stand for his camera for his Twitch stream. He's streaming fantasy baseball, and it was just jacking sledgehammering right into his mouth, and we had to get him reconstructive surgery for the 4th time.
Seems to me that nothing will ever.
It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. Let's make this big again. Here we go. No, this is the wrong goddamn thing. This is the Young Turks, dude.
I know the liberal mob.
Nothing will ever.
The woke mob, even. There we go.
Thank God, man. Let's just tried and true. Drewski with your bullshit.
This many assassination attempts in Americans' entire history. And after each one, the reaction from the far left has been, at best, a shrug, and in some cases, a sick disappointment that the shooter was unsuccessful. We are all human beings. And if you can
and Connie, if we could just, we're not all human beings. Our donors are human beings. Billionaires are human beings. Our celebrity friends are human beings. Corporations, human beings for sure.
Citizens United.
And of course, obviously, Bibi Netanyahu and the most moral nation on the earth. Also human beings, but no one else. You got to get your tax brackets up if you want to be a human being around here. All right, Drewski, you're not going to trick us.
Yeah, Drewski, and I mean, and listen, Drewski, if you really want to perform better, if you want to play the mourning widow better, why don't you try just not being in front of the camera every other second?
Yeah.
This is some attention whore shit on Drewski's part. And
Drewski should be at home with their kids, taking care of them, making sure that they're okay, and the fact that Drewski is not doing that is honestly deplorable.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, that's where Erica Kirk is. That is why Drewski has such an opportunity to exploit the Erica Kirk impersonations, because Erica Kirk she retreated into her children.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once she lost her demagogic husband, her betrothed, her love.
And I don't know if you noticed this, Connie, and this is kind of the insidious evil that is Drewski. You notice that in that picture of Charlie in the background, he made his face a little too small for his head. That's not what Charlie Kirk looked like.
No, right? That's a memification of Charlie Kirk. That is everything again. That is, listen, no one wants to talk about this, but there were 350 Democrats that voted to honor Charlie Kirk. And You know, a lot of people on the radical left said that what Charlie Kirk said about the Civil Rights Act and about LGBTQIA plus people, he said that they said that they said that, you know, obviously political. I mean, if they had introduced a bill to denounce political violence, then 100% of everybody would agree with that, including me. 100% of people would agree. I, as a Democrat, as a centrist Democrat, I was afraid of the denunciation of political violence because I didn't want. I do denounce political violence.
Yes,
because it may someday affect me, but I didn't want to offend the gun lobby. So instead, we went with the positive, which is including Charlie Kirk and something, and then by extension, the transitive property. We have to denounce all of the people that he denounced, which is a lot of people. Charlie Kirk really only liked people that looked. I mean, no offense, Blue, but I mean, Charlie Kirk was. I mean.
No, you listen. You obviously, you know, Charlie and I were very good friends. We hang out all the time. Me, him, Candace, and you know, obviously, you know, when we be in public, he'd spit on me, call me names. You know what I mean? Give me a noogie, threaten to take away my ability to maybe marry a white woman. But when you knew the guy, you knew that deep down he was just a sassy little girl boss that wanted to hang out with his black friends and just be a little gay, listen to some Nicki Minaj. All right. And that's what he wanted, you know, and that's what we should be honoring. We should be honoring the quirked up girl boss gay man that he was in his heart. He would have been an amazing Democrat. Honestly, Connie, it's heartbreaking we don't get that.
We were only like 6 or 7 years away from it. I mean, we had Charlie Kirk had his AstroTurf donors, and then we had our counter AstroTurf pipeline that was working. Anyways, it's unfortunate. It's really what's really unfortunate though is that Drewski has managed to co-opt Erica Kirk's ability to mourn by presenting her as the type of widow. We're gonna let her. We got 3 minutes left of this video, and I just think that what Drewski is doing right now, dressing up like an extra in the Three Ninjas Kick Back movie, it's just disgusting.
If you can just pause and just take a minute and ask yourself, how would you feel if even just one person
everybody just close your eyes right now.
Made cruel jokes about the attempted murder of your loved one? That is what Jimmy Kimmel did to the First Lady. He said that she had the glow of...
Now, I just think that Jimmy Kimmel is hilarious.
Yeah, the funniest guy in TV. Not only is he the funniest guy in TV, but Connie, I mean, if we're being honest, at least half of your ex-wives, we would be laughing at those jokes. All right.
I mean, I mean, 2/3 of my ex-wives have been with Jimmy Kimmel. When he was on the Man Show, they were the bouncing girls on trampolines. Listen, here's the thing where I'm going to disagree with Drewski. And again, it just shows what a bad actor Drewski is in this moment. Drewski, what he's trying to say here is that Melania Trump was excited about being a widow because of what anybody was going to do violently. I think that what Jimmy Kimmel was alluding to, which I find hilarious, is the fact that Donald Trump is old.
Yeah.
I mean, quote unquote old. He's old by young people's standards. By Senate standards, he's a young buck. He's not even,
by your standards, he's just a baby. He's a cute little baby boy.
I mean, if you're looking at it from a Janet Mills curve, Donald Trump is a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
He's 80 years old.
Absolutely.
I'm 115 years old. Emperor Palpatine did his best work when he was 123.
Amen. Amen, brother. Amen.
Right? I think Jimmy Kimmel's hilarious. I think that and here's what I love about Jimmy Kimmel is that as soon as his free speech rights were violated, about a year into the Trump administration, listen, we had to ignore Mahmoud Khalil.
I don't even know what those words are.
Mohsen Madawi and Ozturk Usman, all of these pro-Palestinian protesters who had been deported by the Trump administration. And as soon as anybody, I mean, it's just like people, there are certain people whose free speech rights we can't get behind because it is bad for donors. It is bad for donors.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Connie. I'm erasing everything you just said because I only have the space in my mind to protect the rights of okay comedians who are white guys that make $1 million. That's all I have space for. That's you know what, and you got to fight the battles that you can win. You got to fight the battles that you can win, Connie. 100%. That's me.
I mean, and a lot of people say that Jimmy Kimmel isn't that funny because even the least funny people were invited to the Saudi Arabian Comedy Festival. But you know what? Jimmy Kimmel was busy being a free speech advocate.
Absolutely. A warrior.
Otherwise, he would have gotten paid $20 million to go and perform. So anyways, we got like 2 more minutes. This is videos. I gotta say, Drewski is a piece of shit because
an expected widow.
Fuck you, guys.
The glow of an expected widow. Oof. Just 48 hours before that nightmare almost became a reality.
Jesus Christ.
In this culture we're living in,
what
absorbs disagreement as a form of personal betrayal. It turns having an opposing viewpoint into a moral crime worthy of punishment.
And Charlie Kirk never did that. That's why Drewski is so off base here, because if Drewski knew Charlie the way you did and the way I did, he was much more pro-business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody who is worth $100 million or more can get behind someone who is pro-business. That is something we can all agree on at cocktail parties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Punishment. And here's what I've realized through all of this. Truly, having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me.
Wait, hang on a second. I want to get Drewski.
Don't get upset. All right, go.
Waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I just wish things would get better. I'm trying to get rid of them, but nothing seems to stay the same. Woke up in the morning, doing my hair, making, getting my clothes on, walking into school, thinking of what is going to happen next. Oh, whoa.
I make sure my dad's not here because
Sorry, that was for that. That seemed like that Drewski really hit it in that performance. That part.
Yeah, 100%. That was powerful.
That's why I wanted to do a little wake up in the morning. And honestly, I just want to say, Janet Mills, I know you're watching this stream. We only have 2 viewers, which are but fuck it. We got to act like the whole world is watching. And right now, Janet, there are 300 or 400 voters in the state of Maine who are really going to miss your candidacy. So.
Yeah. And we're one of them. Yeah, not 2. We're one of them.
We're 2 of them. Exactly. And we don't live in Maine. Well, we have vacation homes here, but
yeah, we have vacation homes everywhere.
Sorry, not sorry.
I have comedians dressing up in whiteface.
That's you right now.
That's you, Drew.
Saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on. There is a serious epidemic of dehumanization plaguing this country.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know who's doing it.
Unthinkable tragedies.
Well, honestly, and here's the thing. This is what I hate about Drewski, is that Drewski is saying that the dehumanization is based on his portrayal of Erica Kirk. But honestly, the dehumanization is taking place amongst marginalized people. And like, honestly, I'm going to be the first one to say it. Like the fascists lead the charge. And
Yeah.
it's just gotten to a point now where it's easier to blame marginalized people for the problems of the working class than it is to blame the corporations that pay us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
I don't lose sleep over it though when I have cocktails with corporations.
No, and Connie, me and my good friend Hakeem and Corey, we sit together with the Black Caucus, and we all kind of get together and we go, man, it's really hard selling out your people who desperately need representation. But in the immortal words of Martin Luther King Jr., you got to get that bread, playboy. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. And you know what? And then we pray into our money, and then we go out and we sell out those communities. All right, because let me tell you something. If I can't have enough money in my pockets, how are they going to afford bootstraps?
Well, and honestly, Blue, I just, we only got a minute left of the Erica Kirk video. Honestly, if we were Hollywood, we would be the worst because we've watched 10 minutes of video and we've had, and our video conversations just fucked like bunny rabbits. But here I have the bootstraps here. I brought the bootstraps.
Wow.
There are two bootstraps here. But
wow.
Actually, I think, the thing about Martin Luther King that people don't realize is that, the Democrats are big fans of Martin Luther King, except one. It's the same thing with Jesse Jackson, to be frank with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are very, very pro civil rights. We are very, very pro civil rights leaders.
Yes.
We are not pro Martin Luther King's March for Poverty, which didn't happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Didn't
happen.
Yeah.
Because, literally didn't happen. He was but we never talked about it.
Yep.
Because unfortunately, may he rest in peace. Because of the hatred.
Yep.
There was a March on Poverty. There was also here it is. Let's see what this one says. This is my little pin. This is my it says, what does that say? We never talk about Fred Hampton.
Yeah, and we shouldn't talk about Fred Hampton.
Because I think that this is an important thing not to say ever. Can you read this?
Hold on, let me put my glasses in closer. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, well, put them closer because it'll make you look 20 years younger, like Chuck Schumer.
See, we say we're not going to fight capitalism with black capitalism, but we're going to fight it with socialism. Connie.
That is exactly the reason why exactly. Never said it.
Connie, first of all, let me tell you something. Jay-Z would not like that. Don't listen. You know how close I am with the Carter Knowles. All right. Please do not send that to Jay-Z. All right. I don't want him to think.
Well, and ironically, Jay-Z was born on the day that Fred Hampton died.
Yeah, well, and because real multiply. No, I'm familiar.
Yeah. No, the exact same song I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. So we both know that it was December 7th, 1969.
Yeah.
I'm from the murder capital.
Yeah. Well, we murdered for capital. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And I just want to give you a little check.
Hang on a second. 300 soldiers died in Iraq.
Was it 509 died in Chicago? Is that it? Is that the number?
That's right.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with it because
we had nothing to do with it. Just for the
pedantic laws in National Assault Rifle Ban. Yeah, no, it has nothing to do. Yeah, Kanye West, he would have been a great Democrat.
And just for the pedantic guys and who I know are going to be in the chat, Connie's a little old. He meant December 4th, 1969. It's okay, Connie. That's what I'm here for, brother. I got your back.
Wait, hang on a second. I want everybody to remember one thing though, because this is a really great political move here, and we might have to cancel Drewski for the last 60 seconds. Yeah. I think it's important that everybody remember at the end of the stream. I just kind of want to go. Well, here, hang on a second. Let's you know what? I'm having so much fun. Let's just finish the Drewski stream. Let him continue to be an asshole, and then we're gonna end on a strong note. We will end on a strong note.
Have now become commonplace in our daily headlines, and yet the media finds a way to conveniently explain away violence. This is what we're up against. This is what we're up against. What is happening right now is something none of us can afford to ignore. The evil forces working to divide us, to distract us, and to pull us apart has never been stronger. This is a moment for Americans to come together and decide what kind of country we are going to be before we lose our country altogether. In Romans chapter 12, verse 21, it says, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good."
And you know what? I don't understand why Drewski referenced Romans, because Erica Kirk spent some time in Romania and may or may not have been investigated by the Romanian government. So that was stupid, because that brought heat on his subject.
Yeah.
And this is why my husband created Turning Point USA, so we could have civil discourse and debate and open dialogue, because when we stop talking to each other, bad things happen. I am choosing to fight for America, for my children, for your children, and for our humanity, because we all need to do our part. And by the grace of God, we will succeed, and America will remain what she was always called to be, a shining city on a hill, a light to the world.
Wow.
So let me give you a perfect example of how it's done. My husband did it best and left us the blueprint on how to have uncomfortable conversations with those who disagree.
15-year anniversary of the Blueprint by Jay-Z, which is obviously what Drewski was talking about.
Yeah, I think that was what Drewski was. Jesus Christ, Drewski could have. Okay, so Jesus, sorry. Let's just do a moment of silence for that profound callback from Blue. Just 1 second. BBC, 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 and Connie, BBC, and Connie,
and Connie, BBC, and Connie, BBC, and Connie, BBC, and Connie, BBC, and Connie,
BBC, and mayonnaise, safely.
Yes, yeah.
Because we get too into it. All right. Woo! All right, folks. There is one thing I wanted to tell you about that is fucking it's an important thing we were talking about, because we were talking about civil rights. We were talking about Martin Luther King Jr., everything up until the March for Poverty, which didn't happen. We were talking about Fred Hampton, which we never acknowledged when we were discussing civil rights, despite the fact that the Black Panther program, Head Start program in Oakland, it is good politics, but it is extremism because of the politics they actually believed in.
Yeah. Feeding children, disgusting.
And here's the thing that I really want to bring to everybody's attention, because a lot of people are saying that trying to cancel Hassan Piker because of racism, because he is objectively focused on working class solidarity, much in the way of Fred Hampton is happening because he's racist. That's right. And I know there's a lot of people who are saying that the Congressional Black Caucus, who appeared in AIPAC ads recently, they're saying that calling them, betraying the Palestinian people is somehow not cool. Well, I just want to let you know that the coolest member of the caucus, Mr. Chuck Schumer,
Chuck,
he took a victory lap in 1988 for a very important reason. And that was because the first African American to run for president of the United States, who he shouted out big time on the day of his death, Mr. Reverend Jesse Jackson Jr., who was very pro-Palestinian. Chuck Schumer was did a very great job of making sure that he had no political power because of his support of the Palestinian people. So I just want to put this on the highlight reel
I
here.
usually begin my speeches by saying I'm glad to be here. I'm not quite sure that's appropriate tonight. That when I walked up the stairs, I was pushed. That when I came here. Now, if you don't want to hear the other side, then don't stay in this room. Go wait for your candidate and listen to him and make yourself feel good, okay? If you don't want to listen to the other side, please leave. I may not convert you to my point of view, but I will tell you something. If you believe in your argument, you can withstand very easily the argument from the other side. And so if you can't, then I ask you to leave. Let me remind you the last time I was booed publicly, and this was the last time, was something you all abhorred, because I was the leader in the fight against the pro-Palestinian Jackson plank at the Democratic Convention.
That was the pro-Palestinian Reverend Jesse Jackson plank. And that was the kind of courage that it took for a man like Chuck Schumer to who, you know, if we just do the thing, look here, it says Jesse Jackson was an icon of the civil rights movement and a fearless warrior for justice for all people. He was one of the most powerful forces for change in our country and our world. America is more equal and just place thanks to his work. And here we have Chuck Schumer, who said that when Jesse Jackson passed away, because he's got good sportsmanship. Here he is saying that Jesse Jackson, he shut him down. The first, I mean, he had to do it though.
A hero.
I got up on that platform and I said just what I thought. And certain other states got up and booed my speech. So that just as tonight, the MC had to get up and say, give the man a chance to be heard. Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Perhaps it didn't surprise me that it happened there. It surprises me that it happened here. Folks, hey, Bob, I deserve a little courtesy, don't you think? Don't you think, Bob?
I think he deserves a lot of courtesy. He is speaking down to his voters back in 1989, and he is speaking down to voters now. And
yeah, you know, he hasn't changed not one bit. You know, I mean, he's gotten more handsome, obviously, and that goes.
I mean, he was what, 21 in that. I mean, he's only in his late 50s now.
Yeah, 100%. A young man, spry chicken.
I told him. I mean, he was looking like this, which was his age, he was looking at like he was in his 70s. And I said, Chuck, you want to look 20 years younger?
There it is. Gosh, Connie, I didn't even recognize you for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 115 years old, but now I look 65. But
yeah,
look,
absolutely.
If I actually had to read anything, this is how it would look. Yeah,
absolutely. And that's why we don't read. All right.
Read anything. We didn't read the Iraq WMD report. We didn't read the DNC autopsy because we burned that shit.
Burnt it up.
We did read the comments. We did read the chat. We did read all of the fucking support tonight. And I gotta say, Blue, this is the best stream we've had so far.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun, guys. I'm glad that you guys are getting your news from some reliable sources. The Connie News Network, of course.
And the BBC. It's a co-news network. We are combining. This is the Ellisons buying the BBC.
Oh yeah, listen, they can with enough money, anyone can have this BBC, Connie. Anyone can have this BBC with enough money. You know me. I'm a whore for profits.
But it ain't cheap. I'm a whore.
It ain't cheap.
That's where I am because I got so many ex-wives. But
wow,
if you whore yourself enough,
see yourself become a. I don't know. Die and be a virgin, or live long enough to see yourself become a whore.
You're goddamn right. And honestly, when I was at Harvard Business School, after I got my Harvard Law degree, because my great grandfather got me in on legacy privileges.
Calvin Coolidge, for those that forgot. Yes.
I thought I was gonna I thought I was going to die a virgin, but I was 34 and I was a young man getting into the game, and I got appointed to a seat for 6 months, and from there, my political career took off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And now look at you, 87 years in.
Dude, I'm crushing it, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're at the beginning of your career. You're still a young man. Yeah, I think about some of the real old guys in this career. All right, these are guys you're never going to hear of before. All right. Like they have names that don't even sound real, like Dino Barkinson. I love that guy. All right, you guys have never seen Dino Barkinson. He was walking around with the wigs. All right, back then. All right,
that's the crazy thing is that no one knows Dino's first name is Constantine. Like that was a white man's name before the Greeks came to this country.
Yeah, no, it's true.
The Greeks and Dino is what we called him in 1935 because. That was waspy,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like when we called it's like we have Connie the Third, who's going to be interviewing candidate Oliver Larkin tomorrow.
Yeah.
We call him Trey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trey.
Absolutely.
It's because it sounds ethnic. It's confusing.
It does. Yeah. I told you, if you let me name your grandkids, Connie, they're gonna all sound like basketball players, if you know what I mean. All right. I'm trying to get DeConte Jones out here,
Well, inshallah, they will be. I don't mean that in the Hassan Piker sense.
No.
To the Chuck Schumer sense of inshallah. Like inshallah, Janet Mills will accept the nomination for Democratic president.
Yes.
2028.
Yes. Inshallah, not inshallah.
Yeah, I mean. Well, what I gotta say to fucking the radical leftists that have AstroTurf Grand Platinum with $4 donations is inshallah.
I know
that's
crazy.
That's a T-shirt. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
That's
it.
We'll talk to the merch guy at the DNC. We'll print 500,000 of them bastards.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, I think we have to adjourn. I'm having too much fun.
I think so too.
I'm in my cups now, and there are 2 viewers here who have been with us all night. Dare you 31, you talented chatter and R&B singer.
Very talented. Great guy. A little bit of a socialist, but great guy. Guys, follow me also on Twitch. I'm at the Blue Broadcast. You can also follow me on most of my socials is at President Blue or at the infamous Scott Blue. You're gonna get a bunch of no nonsense third way action when you follow me. You're definitely not gonna get crazy socialist takes at all. Absolutely not.
None whatsoever. And
not one.
let me just say here, I can't speak highly enough of Blue. And if you're here for non-socialist takes, this is the guy for you because he is, Jesus Christ, I just can't speak highly enough for you. He's baptized 9 of my children. all of which are now Christian.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, I had something else to say. I forgot what it was, but it was fucking good, man.
Good stream, boss.
Good stream. No, you're the boss. We're tied. We're tied. We're tied. We're not socialists, but
Not socialist. There's a rigid hierarchy. We just share it amongst our friends. Yeah, it's one guy once said, for the poor, there's rugged individualism, and for the wealthy, there's socialism. I don't believe that, obviously, but
no, I mean, fuck it, man. I mean, it's just you're either in with the in crowd or you're not. I mean, but hey, if it's like Meek Mill once said, party people, if you're not talking about money, then what you talking about? Gangsters move in silence, and Connie sure talks a lot. Thank you so much for tuning into the BBC and CNN. Ladies and germs, out. End stream.